Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live session of USD and CAD Bank Holiday, guys. Okay, so guys, first things first, I want to get this over with. Guys, in the description, we're not licensed financial advisors. Okay, so we're just doing free technical and fundamental analysis for you guys. If you're not sure how to trade, forex or any kind of market, make sure you consult with a financial advisor before taking any trades, just so you understand what the risk involved. Okay, so guys, now that that's over with, just wanted to let you know there's some few people asking why we started a little bit late today. If we go to forexfactory.com. Okay, you guys will know that today is a Canadian and bank holiday. Okay, so like I said, I'm from Canada. It's our Thanksgiving. All right, so that's the cool thing about this. Industry is there's a lot of people from around the world, so it might not just be Canadians on here. It might be a lot of different people. I see there's people from Indonesia and stuff like that, guys. So like right off the bat, where's everyone from? Like I know we have a good amount of people on the call right now, but where's everyone from, right? Because you can see that right now that we're working on holiday time, okay? And if we break it down on the charts, you can see that October 8th had a nice little push all the way up, okay? And then they had a big top wick coming back down. And now we're kind of in consolidation below the 9, all right? And guys, quick thing though, if you look at in the chat, you know what I mean? People are asking, I asked where everyone's from, and you can see that we're all around the world right here. Okay, so just wanted to make that point right there, that it's really cool to see everyone kind of joining in, especially on holidays. Guys, so just a quick tip. If you guys are trading today, because it is a bank holiday, let me just type this up. Be smart, guys. Okay, and what I mean by that, if you are taking any trades, all right, okay, so what I mean by this, I wanted to just show you guys this, okay? And I'll make this a little smaller. Guys, because of the bank holiday, so be smart with your trading. If you are actually trading today, use smaller than normal lot sizes. If you're used to doing your standards like of 1.0, you know what I mean, like a standard lot size, maybe do like a zero point 0.5 or like a 0.25 or something smaller, just in case you do get head faked out, right? It can happen. It can happen to absolutely anyone, and we just want to make sure that we're practicing proper risk management, right? So tomorrow, like I said, it'll be right back in full swing. Have some nice liquidity pumping in the market. So just be aware of that. Okay. I just wanted to kind of mention that to you guys. All right. So I'm going to double click on this, make it a little smaller. Okay. And then I will erase this. But guys, right down to trading now. You can see this is gold on the daily. Always start with gold. All right. I have my 200 exponential moving average right here. Okay. It is my yellow line. Okay. The baby blue that's following nice tight to price right now is currently my 9. All right. So I'm just going to erase the 9 or hide it, and then we're going to get down to doing some charting here. Okay. So you can see, guys, this is where we ended off. This is NFP last Friday. We were trading it. Obviously, we caught massive pushes to the upside, and you can see they sold it right off and performed a head and shoulder pattern. And like I said, we rolling leading into the weekend. Okay, so but we got to remember we're still now coming into a key demand area. Okay, so key demand on gold every time we touch here on the dailies. Like I said, it is bouncing to the upside, but now you can start to see, because of the overall continued selling pressure from even September 7th, right? Constantly lower high, sorry, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, tried to make a lower high here. See what I mean? The big wick. They were trying to break previous structure at 1782, and then, like you said, sold back down, open below this previous candle right here, very bearish. And now, like I said, you can see that it is now opening bearish, bouncing in the demand, and now currently, like I said, hovering in indecision. Okay, and that's why I was mentioning to you, use some smaller lot sizes today, guys. All right, just keep this in mind. So, like I said, we can maybe chart GBP USD as well, instead of US 30. Okay, it's not something we normally do, but like I said, if we want to get away from like I said, a US 30 pair or an indice, we can look at maybe doing something like that. I'll see how the chart looks, but for now, like I said, we're just going to chart gold and lead into, like I said, 8:45, 9 o'clock. All right, so I'm just going to switch this real quickly. I'm going to adjust it to white, which is pearl. Okay, daily routine, guys. Remember, if you're a basketball player, you understand. You get up to a foul shot, right? You have your same routine. The same is with trading. Okay, the same as with if you're a baseball player, you get up right to the mound, right? You're ready to take that first pitch. How do you position yourself? How do you get everything ready? All right, you need to think of it like this. Same with a golf swing. Okay, golf is very important. Golf is one of the richest sports in the world. Golf is a culture, right? When everyone gets up to that tee, when they're ready to take off, right, they have their certain routine. And the same thing is done on trading. Okay, you have to remember this. So how you do your top down is very, very important. Just continuation of your overall routine. Okay. That's a good question. Yeah, I thought people should not trade on bank holidays. Absolutely. I personally, like I said, I'm only going to be looking to hammer out an order if I see a really good setup. If not, like I said, I might just wait until a little bit later tonight, leading into tomorrow. But I just wanted to keep the channel going. A lot of people were asking about that, so that's one of the reasons why. Okay, but you can see now, guys, that once it bounced and touched for gold on that 4 hour bounce in the demand zone, okay, and this is now trying to make a push to the upside here, maybe looking at retesting this previous wick, 1757 area, 1756. Okay, I'm just going to mark this here. Okay, so we have this moving forward, daily demand. Okay, so now you can see pretty much where we're standing at right now. Gold is going bullish currently. Okay, so if we drop it now down to the hourly, okay, you can see that it bounced off 4 hour support, okay, in terms of the demand at roughly 1752. Guys, 1752 was a key area when we were trading previously live. All right, so bouncing off 1752, and now we're pushing up to 1756, which we're approaching the 200. Okay, and it's on the hourly, guys, but remember, because of the bank holiday, you might not get enough push, enough liquidity, enough volume to really have that continuation push, but we will wait and see here. As you can see, they're getting a little bit of push down from this previous rejection area, which is the 200, and also previous resistance looking at 1757 area, 1756. Okay, so from the hourly, I'm going to drop it now down to the 30-minute. Okay, and as you can see, there's a nice double bottom potentially forming here. Okay, broke through the neckline at 1756.15. All right, and then like I said, you can see they might get a little push, a little top wick, maybe fall back down and then retest the 4 hour daily demand zone. Okay, so just make sure you're tightening everything up. Okay, in terms of previous structure, you can see that price was getting rejected and kind of finding some support right at this area around here, around 1754.5 area. You can see resistance. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are looking at somewhere around here for a good area of balance. So gold is really trying to push up, guys. The overall target, if you are in the buy, would be 1756 roughly 5, okay, which is right in this area right here on the 30-minute. I gotta change this up quickly to baby blue. Guys, anything under hourly, okay, is basically going to be now baby blue. Okay, I should have explained that. That's my bad. So from now, the 15-minute, okay, this is what I'm looking. This is becoming more clear. You can start to see the structure forming. Okay, bouncing off here, finding good support, finding good neckline area right here. All right, and now they're trying to push it up. You can see there's a lot of resistance though. Okay, there's a lot of resistance coming in here, right across the board. And what I mean by that is you can see the previous area's consolidation, okay, coming in like this. All right, it's not going to be green. That should be essentially white for now, just because I look at it as neutral. Okay, but every time it does come in there, you can see that it is trying to push up, rejected, selling off, rejected, selling off, rejected, selling off. Okay, so this is a neutral area right now. It's acting as a supply. All right, but you need to keep in mind that, like I said, because of the holiday, we might not get those overall nice little pushes that we are looking for. All right. But if we got in the neckline, guys, if some people were in buys, I know there were some people in our group, our admins were doing really well here. They got you into, I think, some buys. So you're running up, maybe, hopefully getting it from down here off the daily, off the 4-hour bounce, could be in 20, 30 pips depending. Okay. So as we're looking now, I'm starting to use this box area as support right here and resistance. Okay. So I'm using it coming in. You can see it's getting rejected on the 11th. Okay, at like 115. Okay, and now we're starting to get rejected here, closing lower than this previous structure. All right, and as you can see now, what we're doing is we're pushing, and now we're getting a little bit of indecision here. Look for this candle maybe to have a top wick, sell off. Okay, so it's pushed right through. Okay, getting some resistance at previous resistance area with top wick. Okay, and it might come back down, retest here, and then we're going to see if we're going to get a continuation. Okay, I wouldn't be looking to hammer in any kind of entries right now on buys, just because the overall, you could have had a buy stop roughly set right here, 1756, and then rode it up. If you're in this, like I said, just be aware that they're probably going to push it back down, have some retest at the overall neckline break before having a continuation. Okay, so you can see that they're starting to currently do that. So now they're forming a little bit of indecision. Okay, a little bit of push. All right, then you have a little bit of cross doji right now forming, which is a little indecision candle before making its next move. Okay, so I'm going to drop it down now to the 5-minute. Okay, this is what we like to trade on. All right, and this is, now you can see they pushed it right through the 200. Look for the retest, which is similar to exactly what we have here. And now basically what we're looking to do is just wait and see what's going to happen, because like I said, every time it gets up in this area, it starts to have some selling pressure. What's going to have to happen if it's going to have a continuation here? Okay, it's going to have to break through this previous resistance. Okay, all right, as its gold is starting to push up and test this next wick, but then you need to have this continuation here, a push and a continue. All right, so it now needs to show that it's going to hold support right above roughly 1757. Okay, it's making a nice attempt push to really get there, but will it have enough volume, enough push, enough liquidity to be able to continue roughly and get to your highs 17 like it is right now? There we go. Okay, so here's your push, guys. Gold is very, very bullish right now coming out of this double bottom, and it's very, very obvious in terms of the structure. Okay, so we weren't trading it at the time, we were just charting. But this was the neckline break that you're looking at right there. Okay, just going to go like this, because gold, as you can see, is pushing, okay, right through that area. All right. Yes, LDS, yes. The volume is just the liquidity being pumped in the market. Okay, so we had a nice continuation, guys, here. This is roughly 810, 815. Okay, very bullish candles. If you got in anywhere on here, guys, like I said, you're very happy today so far. You're roughly up 18 pips. Okay, so now, guys, you can see very, very bullish. All right, now we got to look for previous resistance here. Next area that price could be having a ceiling at. Okay, and if we look right around here, you can see that price pushed above here once before, similar to like it's trying to make its way like it's doing now. All right, here pushed, found good support, like we talked about those breaks, retest, and then had a continuation. All right, found 1761 as resistance, and then ever since then it's kind of been selling off. All right, so the next area of resistance would be roughly, give me 1 second here, we have that area. It would be this bearish red candle here, and then coming into kind of like a wave formation and then a sell-off. All right, so let's go back and see what's going on here. Okay, so remember how I was mentioning to you, as soon as they kind of hit these certain areas, they're going to have some kind of a push, right, in terms of sellers, simply because in previous structure you can see that this is already occurring. But now you can see that price is actually breaking above here. You have your little top wick. There was really not much of a retest here. All right, you can see that if we dive in to the actual candlesticks themselves here, okay, you can see you had a nice ignited candle here, breaking through, a lot of volume being pumped in here, had resistance, okay, closed. They opened this candle right here a little higher than this previous closed body. They took it down, all right, but then they found good support. They found good support simply at 1756.73. All right, that's the bottom wick right here. As soon as they drove it up, all right, you can see that this body is now above holding structure of this previous body. All right, so that's how these two bars had a nice little push here. But as you can see, like I mentioned before, that there was no real retest. This is kind of what we're looking for right here. All right, so now you can see they made a nice little push, broke through previous structure, which was resistance. All right, and in this area I did say that there was a lot of sellers forming. All right, remember how we went back in these previous areas right here, got here, sold off, got in this area of structure, sold off. Okay, and the same thing just happened. All right, anywhere in this area between 1758 and then 1757. Okay, so anywhere in this area right here, right, price made a nice little bounce, kissed it, and then you have your supply, which your sellers are waiting, having their market blocks, their orders ready, and they took it down as your retest. We're going to see now if gold is going to hold above this 200. All right, so another little cool thing you can do is add on your 9 EMA. All right, so as soon as gold formed this bullish engulfing candlestick right down here, you can see it had this ignition, giving a lot of volume being pumped, rejected, and now it's interesting because they're holding at the neckline. Remember I mentioned they might potentially have a retracement down to the neckline, but it's also bouncing off this 9 EMA. Okay, so this is also acting as some support. You can kind of see that there's three things here that is holding this area. Okay, you have your 200-day, all right, exponential moving average. All right, you have your neckline break. Okay, that's a little high, so you can move it down. All right, and then thirdly, you have your 9 EMA acting as support. So there are three key two indicators and then one structurally based possibility that if it holds here, like I said, it could have a continuation. Now it might not hold exactly at 1756.15. It might dip back down here before holding some structure in this area and then continue to make its way up. But if it doesn't, guys, like I said, there is your double bottom. Okay, boom, nice little push to the upside here, get your break. This would be a retest candle here. Okay, and now they're going to see if they're actually going to hold true to this, basically the way that a break, retest, continuation will hold, or if it's actually going to break, retest, and fold and continue back down and bounce off this 4-hour uptrend. And look at gold. Okay, so remember I mentioned to you that anything before 8:30 you're not looking to enter. Okay, a lot of guys have traded with me. If you're not trading with me like continuously, this you're still new to the channel, just make sure that you understand I'm not looking for anything before 8:30. I know they have nice little pumps and they have continuation dumps. That does happen. Okay, guys, that's a very bearish candle. Okay, keep this in mind. Very, very bearish. Okay, like we're talking anywhere between 19 to 20 pips depending on your broker and where your candles are at. So if this is, and it's continuing to drop. All right, so remember what I told you guys in the group. Okay, this is why I mentioned to you that anytime you're trading these types of holidays, use smaller lot sizes. I literally did that at the beginning of the call, and the reason why I did that is because, like I said, if you were in the buy, sorry guys, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that, guys. If you were in that buy, like I said, and you're using your normal lot sizes, okay, that retracement here, okay, before, like I said, we were even on the chart, would have wiped right through and you actually would have been in negative. Okay, and standards and stuff like that, they can be heavy on the account. Okay, so like I said, that's why I mentioned to you smaller lot sizes just in case something like this does happen. So what also look like it's doing is gold does fill wicks. Okay, so keep this in mind. It has this weird thing that it likes to do, that when previous place that price was, okay, the volume is very attracted to that. Okay, so see how now it's holding above that 9. I mentioned beforehand, if you're on the call, why I like just putting a single, have two moving averages on here. I do look for the crosses, okay, but I also look for it in terms of support. All right. Okay, so we have 2 seconds here. Let's check out our DXY. Just want to see how this one closes. There we go. You can see that it's starting to fill this previous wick. It's now breaking below the 9. Okay, so but we're coming to previous structure here. I know my nice little push here, guys, but if this does negate and erase all of this structure right here, you know what I mean, you might get a continued sell depending on how much push you do have. Okay, so right back in this area, all the buyers were. All right, I want to leave maybe gold alone. If it starts to come back up here, we can check out in terms of the 15-minute structure right after I just quickly do put on the RSI so we can see both areas. All right, so look, made a dip above, roughly cracked the 70 area. Okay, a little bit of, not really too much overbought, but in the area of where it started to becoming overbought, it sells off. Okay, hovers in, cools off right around the 50. Okay, which is also around the 200. This is on the 5-minute. Okay, and now what we're looking to do is check this out in the 15-minute. Okay, so you can see now with this neckline, all right, you can see the double bottom a little bit more structured. Okay, it's not as wide, pushed up, rejected right at that 200. Okay, it's not even close to being overbought, oversold. What that was looking at breaking above that 50 area on the RSI, which is why you get that little pump, and then like I said, heavy rejection, which led to that dump and sell off. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the RSI on it. All right, I know a lot of people, they like to use this. Don't use it for like entries and exits and stuff like that. Use it to see where you're at in terms of the market and what market conditions are at. Okay, so right now, the way this candle is forming on the 15-minute, you can see that the body is just a lot of top wick, a lot of bottom wick. All right, you need to just make sure you understand, okay, that because we're now leading into the next candle at 8:30, this might have a continuation or an actual push down, judging by the 2 wicks on this candle. It's an indecision candle. Remember, they know that there was a neckline there. This could be your neckline retest here. Okay, a little bit of continued down sell off, roughly finding structurally 1754.5. All right, you can see also that the bottom wicks, guys, make sure you understand bottom wicks are extremely important in judging where these where people are having their orders placed. Okay, in terms of buy limits, sell limits, this, you know what I mean, different things like that. So just give me one sec, guys. There's a really good comment here. Nature's World, man, congratulations. Do we give actual trade ideas with the membership? Yes, we do. You can see that we're taking polls of which which time frames you guys want those on. We're going to be doing higher time frames. 5 minutes a little too hard for some of the members, so but that's yeah, buddy, good question. Okay, one sec, guys. Give me. Okay, so let's switch down now to the 5. You can see that didn't follow through the suit. Remember how I told you it has to have the push? It tried to, all right? It tried to push, and then the next continuation didn't even make it above here. Okay, see how they started to sell it off? So guys, in terms of structure, where we're at now, okay, remember, if you weren't on the call, this is daily demand. Like if we zoom out here, even go on the 15-minute, just so I can show you for 1 second. This is what we look like on gold. Consolidation, massive pump on NFP, and then we have consolidation. Okay, this is daily demand. This is where we're at on the neckline getting rejected. I mentioned before that we have 4-hour, let me zoom in on here. Okay, we have a 4-hour uptrend that has formed. Okay, so price is most likely, if it's going to continue, start selling off here, holding and seeing good support at 1754 before then touching the 4-hour bounce of the uptrend. Okay. Okay. So there we go. Guys, give me 1 second here. I just got to turn on some music. There we go. Guys, we got some nice copyright-free beats coming that we're going to have in the channel. Nice low vibes. Getting those made, so we'll have that ready. So guys, gold is still, like I said, selling off here. Okay, you can see where it's coming to structurally, like I mentioned to you, a lot of consolidation. So let me just check out US 30. Okay, US 30 is approaching key areas right here. Okay, nice little bounce, tried to form something similar to gold. You can see it's starting to form double bottom, looking for a break. All right. So guys, let's do a top down on US 30. A lot of people are wondering about that. I haven't changed really anything, guys. So I'm just going to erase. I'm going to keep my demand zones. Okay. So I haven't erased that from last night all the way from last Friday. Okay. Demand zones and supply zones are very obvious. Okay. Right now in US 30, you can have rejection with the top wick, and then you have your support. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So you can see from the nice little push starting on October 5th, nice continuation. But as soon as it comes to that supply, right, starting to get rejected, selling off here. Starting, oh, sorry, guys, got some of that stuff on there. Okay, so starting to sell off, but now it's starting to find good support on that 9 exponential moving average. Okay, remember I have the 200 and the 9 on here. All right. So when we start dropping it down now, this is what we're looking at. Just clean everything up, make it nice and neat and tidy. All right. So you can see where we're at in terms of structure on the daily, on the daily zones, okay, and then structurally where we're at. If you were to throw on RSI, okay, you can see that we're hovering above roughly 50. All right, we're not oversold or any overbought condition. Okay, it's looking good so far, but you can see now that they are starting to push it down from roughly this area right here. Okay. They've made it down roughly to this bottom flag right here. All right, and you can see what it's forming. Okay, I forget what trading view tool that. 1 second, I think this might be it. Yeah, so you guys can see that where we're forming right here. Okay, guys, what kind of chart pattern is this? If you guys know this on the 4-hour. Okay, if you guys understand what this chart pattern is right here, you just let me know. Okay, put it in the chat box. You can see on US 30 that we're starting to bounce here. Bounce, bounce, started to bounce down here. Now holding above previous structure. Okay. All right. Okay, this is 4-hour, guys. US 30 on the 4-hour. I'm personally going to actually just take a snapshot of this. Okay. Okay, so just be in mind, I'll send that to the group. Okay, so you can see now this is forming on the 4-hour. Good support, forming down in a steady downtrend. Okay, so people got to remember that, what you're starting to see now on US 30 on the 4-hour. Okay, find good support here. I'm not gonna keep that on there just because it's pretty bright, and you know what I mean. It's pretty obvious in terms of it would take away a lot from the other chart that we're going to draw. So you can see we're finding good support, 34488, and now we've made a nice little bounce. Hold good, nice liquidity grab right here on the 10th, and they started to push it up here right above now the 200, holding good support. All right, they're coming to a very important area. on US 30, they're either going to pump or dump it. It's right or hovering around that 200, so I think market open will be pretty nice today, but we'll look at the actual liquidity pump that we're looking for. We just have to wait and see, okay? All right, and now we're getting key resistance. Okay. All right, and now in 4 hour, I'm gonna drop it down to the hourly. Is gold falling hard, guys? I'll go back to US 30. I'll go back. Gold is falling, guys. There we go. Okay, remember? Okay, so now it's approaching that 200. Okay, reject that to 200. Now hitting that 4 hour ascending angle. Okay, so gold is falling very hard, guys. Okay, very hard. Look for it to come back in this demand zone. Okay, we're gonna see if we get a nice little bounce or if gold is continue really gonna sell off here. All right. Okay, guys, so you can see when I went to chart away from gold, I left it there. Definitely thought it was going to be maybe holding some support and it sold right off. Okay, that was my bad. We should have stayed on it, but I just wanted to get something else charted before 9. But let's just stay on gold here now. Let's see if we can get a catch a little next move. Okay. Okay, so look, as soon as it didn't follow this pursuit, okay, rejected, and now you're selling off coming into this demand area. All right, breaking through that 4 hour uptrend, okay, and having that continuation sell. All right, every time I mentioned in here, guys, I don't need to like kind of just even sit here on it. I told you every time it came in this area, if you were watching the stream, rejected, sold off, came in here, sold off, came in here, rejected at the neckline, sold off, had a neckline break, came into previous supply area, okay, and then sold off. All right, now coming to demand, so it's starting to bounce around. All right, so it's 8:36, guys. Keep this in mind. 8:36. There's still about 3 minutes left on this candle. All right, you can see that it's starting to bounce to the upside here from coming close to the daily demand. All right, so we're going to see if it's now going to push up and hold around 4 hour support, 4 hour support on that ascending angle. All right, just one sec here. Okay, so 1752, guys. Remember I was mentioning to you, very, very key area here. See, you can start to see now they're pushing it back up. All right. Okay, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here. Okay, guys, let me see what's going on. The watercolor, guys, that's just some, it's like I said, just some juice to squeeze bottles. Cool, guys, just reading some of these chats here. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. So look, now we can see in terms of price here. Okay, starting to make that bounce as soon as it comes into the daily here, right? Look for a retracement, but now look, what you're looking at doing, guys, is you're fighting this overall resistance. Okay, remember, push, pull. Now this is going to act as a ceiling. All right. So once this holds here below, right, it might have a sell continuation, but it's at a key area right now, guys. Very key area where price could start to bounce. Like I said, it started to, came down here and started to bounce, but now getting rejected at that 4 hour ascending uptrend. Okay. Let me just switch this over here for a second. Let's put it to white. All right. So, but now, like I said, if it's going to start breaking this support, it's going to start to have a continuation, which would be this now structure that we're looking at in terms of a target. Okay. But you can see this is where it overall started. Okay. And now they're trying to push it above, but they're getting resisted now at this key area. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to race up here, guys. Just a little choppy. Got away from that. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just see someone message me about this. Yeah, Abdul, man, if you're not, I just, guys, someone just messaged me about this. Okay, no worries. Um, just starting to read them now. Okay, just looking at some of the comments here, guys. Cool. Yeah, man, Abdul, like I said, I provide free fundamental and technical analysis. If you like it, dude, good. If you don't, if you're wanting to question things, go ahead, man. There's tons of other channels that you can go check out for sure. So I think some of the guys answer some of the questions for you. So okay, so now guys, like I said, they're pushing it now above that 4 hour. See how they flickered to green and now got rejected. Okay, keep this in mind, guys. We're at a key area right now, very key area right now. Okay. Okay, so 840, guys. Gold is having that continuation. See, you can start to see this wick as broke below this previous wick right up here. Okay, holding support, now falling. Okay, now we're going to see what's going to happen around this area right here. It's key. So if we check out and you lose RSI, because a lot of people, they ask it in our group, they love RSI. Okay, I don't usually have it on here, but as you can see, broke below the 50 line, okay, which broke roughly below the 200, and they're starting to sell it off, right? It is below here, not in oversold conditions yet. As soon as it comes dipsing in this demand zone, the daily, okay, we'll wait and see what this is going to look like, all right? And we're not looking for anything kind of like entries. It's just kind of seeing where we're at in terms of the market, in the market structure, all right? Okay, so what we're looking now, guys, on the 15-minute, all right, you can see came in key area right here. That's why we had this drawn, rejected, and now you're starting to sell off, okay, coming to this demand. If you go on the hourly on gold, okay, remember I told you guys at the beginning of the call, today is going to be head fake, it's indecision, and why is because you have these bank holidays right here, okay? So wick, nice little push to the upside here, tried to get above this previous wick, 1757, and now you have the sell-off occurring, okay? Look for it to get, if it's going to continue to sell, guys, roughly 17, maybe 52 area, which we, in previous videos, guys, that was a key support and resistance area, okay? So in terms of the 5 minute, guys, like I said, we don't need to have this moving average on there, but I was just wanting to show you that as soon as it gets below here, okay, below the structure, it breaks, okay, you can see that it has a continuation and it's starting to continue selling off here, okay, it's starting to fill this previous wick, all right. So as you can see now, it's starting to find that key support, right, from these bottom wicks that are forming. So it did this already once, but now the selling pressure might actually be too strong, that it might start to break this previous wick right here and come into this area right here. Abdul, I do. Okay, I'm just gonna call. I'm just gonna ask you because people are, they ask me about it. I do on my phone. Okay, my phone is right here. Okay, we use TradingView to show that it's a little more like uh, basically interactive, very nice and stuff. And now you can see, guys, gold is still selling off. So it filled this previous wick, coming to this demand area. All right. Okay, so there's about 2 minutes left, guys. Nice sell coming from up here. Nice sell off. Okay, so we were watching this. We were charting down. We got it around these two right here, and then we watched this previous rejection. Okay, huge bearish engulfing candlestick, guys. Huge. A lot of selling pressure coming in, breaking below, now finding good support. All right. So guys, like I said, we're gonna wait in here for like I said, it's only 8:43. I want to see if it's gonna start breaking this area right here. Okay. Oh my God, man. Okay, so you can see now that they're starting to find some support here. Okay, and let's check out the DXY. Remember, we haven't even looked at this yet. Look at this pump, guys. Double bottom on the DXY. It's huge, sexy right here. Okay, selling pressure, selling pressure. All right, boom, push, hold here, bottom. They tried to break it below, but now they found good support. Coming up to the neckline here. and then you have a massive push on the DXY, guys. That's huge. That was a massive pump. Okay, this is on the 5-minute. All right, remember this: double bottom, continuation push. All right, so that's why gold had that nice little sell off there, guys. For real, it was nice. We didn't catch it, obviously, but I was mentioning to you right around here, if it starts to hold below the 200, it's going to continue. All right. Okay, so look, guys, tried to break below the 4-hour. Remember I was telling you that uptrend, and then it has continuation here, filled this previous wick. All right, so look for it to kind of maybe flicker a little green, okay, first, but not really. Actually, you can see it just is continuing that selling momentum, breaking below that 4-hour. Tried to push up, looking very nice, guys, held, and now they're starting to sell off here. So if we're going to continue, all right, you can see that previously they have this nice 3 candles, started bottom, found a continuation, pushed it all the way up, then they sold it back, okay, and then they had that big bullish engulfing candlestick, engulfed this previous candle, and that's when you had that nice little uptrend. Okay, so if we have nice structure forming at the bottom, okay, you can see that if price ever broke below there and continued, that would be a nice little opportunity for it to continue to. Okay, roughly around 1751. Okay, but you can see now previously that they're finding good support here. Okay, so they got to really break this area for have a continuation. If not, guys, they're going to pump back up. All right, so pump, push, you can walk back up at least to there for a continuation of the bullish way. Okay, if it's going to start to break, like I said, it can break, have a little bit of a retest here, and then have a continuation. Oh, sorry guys, my bad. Okay, so now, like I said, there's 2 different pathways that can form where we're at. All right, so 1751, if you're in this sell-off here and you're still holding, guys, like I said, look to secure some of your partials, okay, because you're coming to a key area where demand, where a lot of buyers are cumulative. Okay, very, very key, very, very key. Okay, so we didn't finish US 30 here, guys. So, but look, that's what I was kind of looking for right there, that nice little break. It was very key before we were kind of rudely interrupted. So now you can see, guys, that's what I was looking for when we spotted before. You can see back on the video, called out this double bottom that would have had a nice little break right here. It was right around the structure. It was retesting, and then you had a continuation. Okay, so look for US 30. Remember how gold found a 4-hour uptrend? Okay, we're starting with a, like, I'm pretty sure this is an hourly downtrend here. Okay, so we're fighting overall hourly uptrends and downtrends for gold in US 30. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, remember. Okay, so see, remember I was telling you about this? Pushed up on the 5-minute, push back down. This is the hourly resistance here. Okay. So now look for if we're going to start to see a bounce and starting to make our way up here. Okay, we're going to see if we're going to start to make a push. All right, see, so you can see gold is starting to break down now, following this pathway, having your continuation, guys. Right, so the nice little push down. Okay, opened up here, held good support, starting to flicker. So 1756.42 to 1752.42, 1751.26. Okay, but be careful, guys. Remember, it is a holiday. You might not get these huge continuations here. Okay, you might get a little bit of a bounce. So this is a very risky opportunity here. So I'm talking about this continued pathway if you're in from up here. Okay, if you're in from up here. Okay, so keep this in mind, guys. If it's going to hold support right around 1742, look for this pathway right here. Okay, and how you follow that is by following price and seeing how the price structure actually continues or pushes in a downward movement. Okay, Okay, so you see how, like I was mentioning to you, it's not a sell opportunity now. It's very low, guys. The sells happened up here. Okay, you can see huge selling pressure. All right, finding good demand area, finding now good support, trying to walk back up. But remember, as soon as it broke below that 4 hour, we had 4 hour resistance here, which could continue that trend, which is why I showed you both pathways. Okay. Guys, if you weren't on from the previous call, like, or not previous call, but like when I started this morning, guys, I literally was kind of mentioning to you that because the bank holiday, use smaller lot sizes. Like I said, may not even have good movements today. Would have caught a nice little sell off. All right, but just remember, guys, it's very, very not choppy. All right, but you want to make sure that keep in mind that it is a holiday. Okay, so gold opened up, you can see now, bearish, starting to possibly fill this next little wick right here. Okay, but you can see there's bottom wicks. Okay, 4 minutes, new candle just open. You can see it's trying to push down bearish here. Okay, getting a little bit more continued selling pressure. Okay, not much movement here, 410. So let's go back to US 30, guys. If you want to watch, what you can do is you can add an alert. Okay, all right, I don't know if you guys do this, but we have the premium version. All right, so keep this in mind. You can add alerts pretty much on all different structure pieces. Okay, so if it starts to really continue down, guys, we'll get an alert system on US 30. If it starts to pump, like I said, we're going in this way right here. Okay, all right, so back down now to the hourly. All right, so you can see sold off here, found good support. All right, this previous structure made a nice little bounce here. Okay, approaching this neckline. Okay, push. We'll see if we're getting a nice continuation leading into supply, or if it's going to hold true to this hourly downtrend. Okay, so let me just mark this here for a sec for you guys. Okay, hourly downtrend. Okay. Okay, so from now, I want to make sure I'm grabbing this support right here in case it does sell off here. Okay, notice how I'm going to remove this 9 EMA. Okay, so from this resistance right here, okay, this is the neckline potential break from the overall downtrend on the hourly. Okay, so if it does hold true, like I said, it might not hold true today, but in terms of like this next little bit, in terms of having this massive breakup, but this is US 30, guys. Remember, leading into 930, I'm telling you right now, we're either going to have a nice little pump, okay, or US 30 at 930 is just going to continue the overall selling pressure here, leading into that overall descending downtrend. Okay. Okay, so what I need is one more structural piece right here at the neckline, okay, which is resistance. From there, we're going to now drop it down to the 30-minute. All right, so you can see now at the bodies of these candles, usually I like wicks, okay, but from this wick to this previous structure right here, there's not much of a gap, not much of an area, okay? So now what we want to make sure that we're doing is we're watching price, okay? 30 minutes now, we're under. I'm going to take my horizontal ray. All right, I'm going to change it to baby blue. All right, you can see now that if I put a support right here in previous structure, all right, you can see price tried to break below in here for 1 hour, about almost 2 hours, okay? Held good support, finally broke, and then pushed back up, and then held good support again. Okay, so that's what would look like why I'm putting an area of support at 34,636. Okay, all right, so now what we're looking for is the next basically move on US30. So the next candle, guys, well, this open will be 9 o'clock in 5 minutes, okay? And then you have one more candle, so we can do this area right here. So price is either going to be dependent on how this next 30-minute candle opens, okay? We're going to see if it's going to hold true. You can see these big top wicks here, guys. Nice steady downtrend, okay? If price is going to actually now sell, okay, so get rejected here. If you're a long-term trader, guys, okay, if you, like I said, higher time frame candlesticks, 15-minute, 30-minute, hourly, you know what I mean, price can start to break above here, have a little bit of resistance, okay, maybe retest and have a continuation on US30, all right, for 30 minutes. Another option that can happen, all right, price can come up here for the next candle, open at 9, and then start to get rejected and sell off, all right. Where can it get sold off to? Okay, previous next structure that held good support was 34,636 in terms of the 30-minute. Okay, if it starts to break above, guys, and have continuations, remember we have key resistance roughly in this area right on here, 34,780, 34,795. Okay, so keep this in mind. All right. So from the 30-minute now, guys, we're going to go down to the 15. Okay, and you can see now they had a nice little double bottom right here on the 15-minute, which was that previous one that we missed. Broke above the 200, and now it has an explosive ignited candle. Okay, there's gold. There's your gold sell-off, guys. There's your gold continuation. Okay, so it followed that pathway. Okay, so from this structure, 1752.42, you can start to see 1751, it started to really break. Key area right here. Now, keep this in mind, guys. Keep this in mind. If you're in this trade, okay, you got to manage this properly, all right? So if you got in from up here, this is what this looks like here, all right? You want to have the stop loss nice and tight. You don't want to be, like I said, adding crazy lot positions. You can see how it previously broke this structure right here and had a huge bearish continuation, all right? But now, like I said, it's in new charted territory, so we have to go back on the 15-minute, and you can see where we're now forming. We're now back at roughly October 6th. Okay, so price is hovering back in and out of this area. You can see by the price flag. Okay, next key areas are going to be roughly around here. Do not chase on these trades, guys. Do not chase on these trades. Absolutely. Okay, this was a small little break. You can see now there's a little bit of gap in here. So if price continues, you want to make sure you understand the risk that you're doing. We're catching the low end, okay? So if you're in this trade, guys, for real, take your stop loss, move it to break even, all right? It followed this pathway and had a continuation. But now you need to understand that it is still very low. If you would like, you can check it out pretty much on the RSI here. Okay, this is what it looks like now. You can 5-minute, you can see how it's dipping down, almost touching that 30-minute. Okay, so the next hourly candle, like I said, 9 o'clock, 3 minutes. So if you're in this, guys, for real, I could look at maybe scaling out, taking some partials. All right, so if you got in this, new hourly candle is going to open up. It's coming to oversold. Okay, if you go to the 15-minute, you can see that it's over below the 50. Okay, it's not oversold here. But it's really important for you to understand that like new hourly, which is 9, can come back up and have a nice little impact, open up bullish, and maybe take out halfway, a quarter of the profit in terms of pips. So if you got in that dump, like I said, secure some of the pips, make it, leave a runner, move your stop loss to break even. All right. Okay, I just want to go back on the 15-minute for 1 second here, guys. Erase this. US30 will chart in 2 minutes, come to continuation. All right. So guys, if this continues to dump, guys, the next area of structure that I can get to, if you're in this trade, okay, you're at 1749.61. All right. The next candle, remember, is 9 o'clock. It's the hourly. It's holding really good support at 1750 point roughly 5 area, guys. If you really want to zoom in here, look, the bottom wick right there. That's the bottom wick, 1750.5. You can see now how volume is starting to push down and start to touch 1750.44. New candle is going to open up. We're going to wait and see how this is going to open up in terms. There we go, guys. It's starting to break. Look at this. You want zoomed in? This is what it is, guys. It started to break 1750, so it's starting to push down. You can see the sellers are trying to hammer it down. Maybe starting to get a little head fake in here right now, so that's what I'm saying. There's 26 seconds left here. You have 26 seconds roughly to determine take partials, move your stop loss to break even, and to secure this some of this trade, okay? Because if the next candle opens up bullish, like I said, it's going to open up right at this previous body, and it's going to basically come up, and if it turns bullish, come up and touch 1751.26. If it's going to push down continuation, it's going to fill this bottom wick and come back down to 1749.6. Okay. New candle opened up. Look at how they tried to gap it down, guys. Okay. So they opened it up. Now here, this is the new hourly candle. Exactly what I was mentioning to you. They pushed it down. Okay. They closed it at this spot. If I move this over, you can see. Look at where they held the wick. 1 second here, guys. Sorry. This is on the 15-minute. Okay. By the way, this is on the 15-minute, guys. So it's really starting to push up. Okay. Here's your 5-minute. Okay. So it opened up horizontally exactly even at 1750.26, and now they're having that push. Remember I showed you it's a little bit coming to oversold. That's why you're having this retracement here. So when I told you within that 30 seconds to start to secure some of this is why. New candle opened up, and this is what you have here. Okay, so this was just the initial overall catching of this bottom of the sell. Didn't even break continue. Okay, had no continuation. All right. But now what we're looking to do is, because it's in this demand area, guys, okay, so it's in a daily demand zone. If we go and we go to the daily, all right, look at where we're at now. Remember how I told you on the daily, guys, if you guys are just signing in here, you missed a lot of stuff from the beginning. We've been in constant selling pressure here, okay? On NFP, this is where we got massive bullish breakouts, okay? And then we caught the head and shoulder sell-off here, all right? You can now see that it's hovering. There's bottom wick, there's top wick, it's indecision. Push trying to fill these bottom wicks right here in this daily demand zone, okay? See what I mean? Now we're coming up and going bullish here. This is why I was telling you it's a quick little scalp there. If you caught in roughly 20 pips, now we're starting to approach a lot of buyers, the cumulative. Okay, so if gold is going to start to push up, guys, it's got to break above this 4-hour uptrend, because this is still was a 4-hour uptrend. Okay, you can see it's got to start pushing above here, getting past this previous structure. All right, continuing, retesting, and then we're starting to walk its way up like this. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, if it's going to hold below here 1752, guys, if it's going to hold here, it's going to start to sell off and have the continuation. All right, so okay, so now, guys, remember what I'm talking about. Scalping up here, we were switching between US 30, so we missed it. Okay, we caught the tail end in demand. All right, so now the next steps, guys, what we're losing. Remember, this is 5-minute candlesticks, guys. This is fast. Okay, keep this in mind. This is the structure that you want to stay away from. These types of moves are the ones you want to catch. This was the last little tail end of it, 20 pip drop, and then you had that massive bullish reversal. Okay, so now what we're looking for is these pathways. Okay, so price flags right here show that area right there. If it breaks below 1752.42, it starts to sink. Okay, that would have been a potential area that you could put a sell stop. Okay, your take profits you could have put in roughly right here, which is previous structure that we had drawn from doing a top-down analysis. Okay, I'm just trying to explain to you guys, because there's probably a lot of new people on here from NFP, and you guys probably maybe only caught the bottom of the NFP or the last little bit. All right, so, and remember, guys, today's a little bit of a whack day. Okay, for real, it's a bank holiday. Okay, bank holidays are very, very important in terms of understanding liquidity and how they're going to push and pull with the market in terms of volume being pushed. There's no currency trading with USD or CAD. Okay, it's a holiday. Everything's closed. All right, so keep this in mind, guys. Not a lot of traders are even trading today. Not a lot of traders are even trading today. Okay, so you can see now there's a huge bullish push here, guys. Huge bullish push. All right, wait and see now. Like I said, following this pathway right here. If it breaks above here, guys, and holds, all right, you can look at this entry right here in terms of continuing from the 4-hour. Okay, but I'm only looking up here simply because it's guiding above this 4-hour uptrend. And if I go back to the 4-hour, I'll show you. Okay, right here, these bottom wicks, wick to wick, and now we're holding above it again. Okay, so you saw that alert go off. This is now approaching on that 4-hour uptrend, guys. As soon as I'm talking to you about it, as soon as I talked to you about it and showed you, price reached right there. Now you can see it's starting to get rejected. Previous resistance here, they tried to break it once before. It was consolidated. Not really, sorry, not too much consolidation. 1 or 2 candles. Okay, boom, opened up. Next candle, here you go, guys. 1753. Okay, see how it's now getting rejected? It's not breaking above. This has got price made already a push here. Now it's got to have a continuation, a break, and then a continuation from up here. All right. So it's at a key area, guys, and I can tell you this because look right across the board. This is where we're at right now. Previous structure, and if I drag it across, look, resistance. Okay, price came down, held resistance here. Okay, pushed back up, came into this zone. Okay, sold off. So now we're coming into a key area right here. I'm just showing you this, guys, to show you terms of wicks, structure, resistance, support, demand, supply. Okay, if you guys trade it differently, you know what I mean. There's so many different ways to do this. It's completely up to you. Okay. Okay, so guys, it's 9:06. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break here. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna finish charting US 30. Okay, so US 30. You can see, guys, this is why I was upset with US 30. We were dealing with some stupid issues. Okay, and then it had a nice little continuation. Like, I'm pissed that we missed this trade for real. Okay, everyone wants to watch gold, but US 30 flew, guys. US 30 flew. Okay. All right, so now, guys, what we're doing, I'll be right back in 2 minutes here. Okay, and we'll have a continuation. Like I said, don't worry, we're going to trade US 30 through market open 9:06. Okay, so give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Okay, cool. So guys, I was reading some of the comments here, and I understand. Okay, some of you guys are new, for real. I respect that, a lot of that. Okay, so I appreciate you joining the call. Okay, let me explain this a bit better. I draw pathways. Okay, for specific areas for price potentially to go to. Okay, this was an area that we figured that price if broke below here and broke below previous resistance. Okay, support, which is right up here. Okay, so now you can act as previous ascending support, okay, is now acting as resistance. You can see it did not break above 1753.72 area. It would only be above here in a confirmation buy if you're starting to enter in here. Guys, it might come back down and start to touch 1752 area. It did not break above here. Okay, that is more of a confirmation trade. You see the top wicks, how it got rejected area, previous structure too. Okay, now it's selling off. All right, we're reacting based on price. Okay, and we're looking for it here in terms of key breaks, so it acting as resistance right here. Okay, so guys, if you're taking this buy, keep this in mind. If you got this in here, okay, the bullish engulfing is nice, but just remember it did not break above 1753 area. Okay, so just be patient, guys. Just be patient with this. All right, it's 9:11. Let's go back and chart US 30. Okay, look at US 30, guys. If we weren't dealing with nonsense, for real, we would have had this buy, guys, and we would have been riding US 30 all the way up. I'm telling you right now. I'm pretty upset with this because that was a nice buy, guys, and we had this charted. Like we had this already charted here. Remember? Hourly downtrend, key support. Now it's forming this double bottom neck break here potentially. Okay? Look at this. Forming here, approaching a neckline area, guys. If this thing continues, it can push up. Okay, if it gets rejected here, it's going to retest this overall daily downtrend, hold support, and then you can have a continuation. Okay, so keep this in mind, guys. Keep this in mind. This is why, like I said, I want to try to stay focused as possible. We have our admins to answer stuff in the chat for you, so just be aware of that. Okay, because we did miss that big breakout, guys. We missed that huge breakout on US 30, like massive. All right, and that would have been a nice little trade today simply because of the bank holiday. All right, so but that's okay. Well, there's not much we can do. All we can do now is work with what we have. All right, so just want to gather another horizontal ray. All right, you can see now. I want to erase that for a sec. So we're going to come into this gap area right here. You can see top wick, huge selling pressure has come in here before. Okay, you can see, guys, starting to now break above. Okay, getting some resistance, some top wick. Okay, guys, give me until 9:15. Let me finish this up here, and then we'll go back to gold. Okay, we know what the pathway is on gold. All right, we know it. We drew it. So if you guys understand it, we're good to go. All right. So from now, I want to get one more bottom here, which is a nice bullish ignited candle right here from previous resistance. Okay, gold bullish here, guys. All right, you guys like gold, eh? Look what's going on with gold here. Okay, so you can see now it's starting to follow this pathway, starting to break above 1753. So we need it to hold above here, okay? If you guys are not familiar with impulse candles, if you don't know what impulse candles are, okay, head over to our website. Listen to me for real. Read the blog on impulse candles, okay? 10 pips profit on gold, yeah, because you're in a buy waiting patiently, okay? Breakout candles, here's your impulse, okay? So now you can see they're starting to push up here, guys. They're not holding it above yet. There's a lot of sellers still pushing down. Okay, and there's sadly, you can see there's nothing you can do about that. We just have to react to the market. There's a lot of selling pressure because look, once previous structure right over here. Okay, so there needs to be a lot of volume, a lot of push here, guys. So if you're in that, if you got in that entry, okay, I'm not having this green entry in yet. I need to see a continuation with a retest here. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I do. Like I said, I like hourly, 15-minute, 30-minute hourly on pairs, for real. Commodities and indices are a little bit difficult to do it because of the erratic price action. So look at this, guys. See? Remember, I just showed you this. Just showed you this. Impulse candles. Look at this. Impulse candlesticks. Okay? Understand this, guys. This is an impulse so far. They're starting to push it up. We need it to start holding above 1753 mark. Okay? For real. If it does, it's going to start following this pathway up. All right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay guys, Perfect. There's gold going bullish, guys. Let's see what's going to happen here. This is a 9:15 candle, okay? New candles, 10 seconds left. Let's see here, okay? US 30. Okay, look, guys. Fuck, man. Sorry, I don't mean to swear, but this is why I'm really upset with US 30 right now. Okay, but that doesn't matter. 9:30 is coming up in 15 minutes, guys. We're going to trade US 30, okay? We're going to trade US 30 market open, okay? I'm not going to trade anything else. I want to go back to the 15-minute here, okay? And we're going to chart based on that. So here's your retest, guys. So here's your push, okay? Here's your retest on roughly 34,755, okay? So I want to add on one more thing here. It's called the vertical line, okay? This is 15-minute. We drop down to the 5. You can see this right here is market open. This timing right here, 9:30, okay? I vertically pinned it so you can see. Look at what we've missed, okay? But now we're coming to this area. You want to make sure to check out if it's on overbought, oversold, whatever condition it may be. Look at where we're at, guys, on the 5-minute, okay? You can see that we're really overbought, but price is still going up. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter, all right? So now you can see we're not even overbought, oversold yet. It's still hovering just roughly at 64, okay? All right, but now it's retesting this previous once resistance and acting as support. You can see from the top wick and the bottom wick. All right, so price is going to, like I said, if it's going to get broken through this support, okay, it's going to come back down and touch this hourly uptrend. But US 30 is still very bullish, okay, still very bullish here. All right. Okay, so now you can see where we're at in terms of the RSI. I want to see where we're going to end. I'll start finishing up charting US 30 and stuff like that pretty much when we get closer to around 9:25. Okay, but you can see now the only area of resistance that we have is the high on the lower time frame, 34,779. Okay, and then we have everything else previously charted. All right. The only area that I would probably grab is these bodies right here. Okay. Okay, okay, guys, look at gold. So it almost tapped this pathway right here, okay? Almost tapped it. 1753, you have a continuation. And can I, for people who just think that it's just like, we're just here to mess around and have fun and get views and stuff. No, guys, there's no point. Why would I waste my personal time here? I got other things to do. You know what I mean? In terms of my group and stuff like that, it's good. But there's no way that I would look at trying to put anyone in a shitty trade or whatever it is. I always tell people proper practice mismanagement. 1753.72, if you entered in roughly around this area, you're starting to walk its way up, okay? This is going to be your key area here, guys, where you can look to, if you're in this, start to secure some of your partials, okay? All right, so every time it touches a TP, you're securing some of these partials here, okay? And this is why before down here I was telling you, under that 30 seconds, get out of the trade. I could see the next hourly candle opening up bullish. Okay? All right. Look at this, guys. It's starting to go bullish. There we go. It just hit your first TP. So if you got in roughly around 1753, guys, this is where it's working up. Your stop loss could be 1752.42. This thing's going to come to 200, and we're going to see make its next move here, okay? So if you're in this, guys, if you're in this and you're scalping, keep this in mind that these things don't always run forever, okay? There's a minute and 19 seconds left. There is still a lot of resistance here, okay? So move your stop loss. If you're in, depending on where you got in, okay? If you got in from roughly around this area and you've been trading with me for a while, okay? You understand? Move your stop loss to break even. All right, let it ride. It bouncing up there. If it retraces and hits it, like I said, you're just hitting your break-even stop loss. All you have to do is spray your spreads. Okay. No, sorry, your spreads, not your commissions. My bad, guys. Okay, so 1755.5 area it's touching right now. All right. Okay, so 919, guys. 919. So, guys. Okay, so from this area, 1753.72, We've now tapped roughly 1756 area, okay? If you're in this, like I said, I see there's a lot of people who've already secured some of your partials. That's perfect. This is why, okay? A little bit of push down on the 200, okay? You can see that in this previous structure, all right, it starts to get rejection. So keep in mind, guys, this trade doesn't run forever. If it starts to fill this wick, it's good. If not, look to secure some of this partials, some of this trade, okay? This is scalping, guys, in and out, all right? The trade roughly ran almost maybe 25, 24 pips, all right? Okay, so you can see now that they're not getting much push so far. The new candle is just opening. There's 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. Guys, I'm going to leave gold here, okay? I'm going to set an alarm right here. And I need someone to monitor this for me. Jacob, I think you're on the channel. A few other guys, I think you are, so just monitor for me and then just chart it out, yell it out, okay? All right, so you can see US 30 had this little sell coming in here. Guys, for real, 9:30 market open. 9:30 market open is very, very important in terms of volatility, okay? I don't know how it's going to be today, like I said, because of the bank holiday, all right? Very, very important to understand that we might not get the continuations, the massive pushes that we would normally do, all right? So you can see now they're breaking above here, this overall hourly downtrend, okay? Breaking above, okay? Try to break above support, bearish engulfing candlestick, and now you're starting to sell off here. All right. Now it's going to come roughly down, probably bounce off this previous support. Okay. Acting right around here, you can see the previous wick. So it pushed up, retraced, and now we have some candle right here, roughly at 34,733. You can see resistance. Okay. So now this candle, current candle with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left, is now starting to sell off and come in this area right here. Okay. So key support, you can see from the bounce, is roughly right around this area, okay, for making its next support up. All right, so look for it to come up because it's fighting now this downtrend here, could act as support. I'm going to throw on this 9 EMA just in case you guys want to see that. There are some people who really like doing that. You can see now it's acting as kind of that support as well. It's like a diving board, okay? Nice support, okay? So you just want to make sure we're cleaning everything up here. All right. Getting ready for US 30, guys. Okay. 2 minutes left on this candle right here, okay? So let's check out gold here so far. Okay, remember what I was mentioning to you guys? Look to secure some of this partials. You can see it's starting to push up. Now it's starting to go bearish. Look for it to start coming to maybe to the break even. Okay, starting to retest the 1753 area. And guys, this is scalping on 5 minute. All right. If you guys do not understand this because you're new and you're getting like maybe only 5-6 pips, here to here, roughly with your spread and commission, you're looking at maybe 15 to 18 pips depending on it. Okay, so just keep this in mind, guys. Remember this. Okay, if you're in profit 10-15 pips, look to secure them. Okay, same thing happened down here, then reversed. Okay, this is scalping in and out. This is bank holidays, guys. This is not the easiest to trade. As you can see, selling off here would have been beautiful. We were talking, caught the reversal, right? 1753. Now we're waiting for the next move. You can see it's getting rejected. We got to see now if it's going to come back and hold above the 9 EMA. Okay, you can see it's starting to break above that overall 4-hour uptrend. All right, we're going to see if it's now going to hold good support. Next candle is going to open up and then have a continuation. Okay, so it's 9:24, guys. This is looking good. This is the DXY. Okay, I just wanted to check this out quickly before 9:32. Okay, so remember we talked about this. Okay, huge sell-off here. All right, huge sell-off, reversed. Okay, pulled back, and then you had good support here. We talked about that nice little double bottom break. As soon as it came up in roughly the same area as this previous structure, it started to sell off. Okay, so now we're forming, hovering right around this 200, waiting for the next move. We have one candle, okay, until 9:30, okay, which is the 9:25. All right. So guys, I'm not going to do NASDAQ right now just because I don't have it charted from the top down. You know what I mean? We're going to just focus on US 30, okay? So I was just going over the DXY for you guys so you can understand where we're at and which numbers we're working with, okay? Now, let's check out the 15-minute real quick. All right, on US 30. Okay, so look at all this kind of garbage sideways trading that we've been trading, 5 o'clock, 5:15. This is when I was going to start the call roughly at 6. Would have had a sell off here. Okay, nice little bounce. Then you would have caught the buy roughly right at 34,612 with a continuation. Okay, so 4 minutes left. The 925 candle, guys, has now opened. Okay, I'm going to drop it now down to the 5, and we're going to look at structurally getting set up for 9:30 market open. Okay, we know now that next candle is open. All right, we're forming near downtrend, right, hovering around this 9 EMA. We're over the 200. Okay, we've just had a nice bullish rally here. We're starting to cool off. We're going to see if we're going to come back down to this previous structure right here, 34,714. Okay, let's see this, guys. Cool. Hey guys, there's like 700 people on here. If you guys wouldn't mind, it is a bank holiday for me. If you guys could get those likes up, it just gets the video trending. And yeah, guys. So you can see now, I wanted to quickly check gold here. You can see gold tried to make a sell here, and then it pushed back up and then held support. Okay, so they're holding support at 1754.5. Okay, now when they're holding its support here, they got to start breaking it and start testing this candle right here. Okay, you can see they have to get it above this wick and start to challenge this wick. Okay, if not, it's going to keep continuing this overall downtrend. All right. Okay. Let me take a look at this on the overall, what this looks like. Okay, guys. So this is overall US 30 on the 5-minute. You can see how this noise was trading. Sell off, push, sell off, push, sell off, push. It's only been since, like I said, 6:57 since we've had this continuation. All right. So 3 minutes left until market open. All right. If you're new, okay, guys, we're going to treat this, although it's a bank holiday, like any other day. Okay, so if we're trading this, guys, if you're not understanding, you're not used to trading, like I said, market open and stuff like that, the volatility, okay, basically what you can do is you can wait 10-15 minutes for the next candle to open. Okay, all right. So what I'm looking for, you can start to see that it's very, very bullish here, guys. If it's going to continue, I'm only looking, okay, in this area right here. This is a higher time frame, which is this resistance right here at 34,755. Okay, so we are approaching 928. Okay, here's the retest here. I think it'll maybe look a little bit better on the hourly. You can start to see pushing off. We're right around that neckline, guys. On the hourly in terms of a continuation. Okay, so it's 928. You can see potential double bottom forming here, and we're right there. We tried to have an explosion up, but it got rejected, similar to this structure right here. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing right now on the 30-minute, but we'll wait and see. You can see it's still holding bullish. Okay, but I just want everyone to understand that it is a continuous bank holiday here today, so it might not get an actual push that it's needing. I'm only looking for something up here, guys, roughly around 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, after the trade. If you guys understand you're doing what you're doing, you do your thing. Okay, I'm not, like I said, we're not responsible for anybody hammering or selling or this or that, right? You guys do that on your own. So if you like our structure and you like what we're doing, it's looking good. Never trust the first 15 minutes. People are starting to learn. People are starting to learn. Wait. Okay, if you want to, it's totally up to you guys. So I'm setting up 2 different pathways. The US 30 can happen. If it's gonna, there's about 36 seconds here. I can see now it's starting to form a little bit of support here, so maybe look for continuation to the upside. Okay, if it starts to hold support roughly at 34,755, which is that previous resistance right here, okay, you can see price then start to maybe just start to fall down, start testing here and have a continuation. Okay, price is opening up in 15 seconds here, so keep this in mind, guys. I'm giving it a wide gap here, giving it a little bit of time to kind of settle down. 940. Okay, so just keep this in mind here. Okay. Okay, here's your head fake, the new candle, guys. Let's go. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so we're having some resistance here. Okay, guys, I'm putting this below the hourly downtrend. If you guys see that, remember, there's an hourly downtrend that I'm noticing here. So it's not just randomly placed. Okay, see how it's below. All right. US 30's not having too much volume right now. 9:30. Remember, it is a holiday. Okay, keep in mind, first 15 minutes of the candle, you got to keep this. Okay. Okay, see how they're trying to push it up, guys? They're trying to continue that overall bullish trend, getting a little bit of push down here. Okay, you can see in previous structure that it's coming to an area of that. Okay, overall up here, this is daily, guys. Remember, if we really break this down, this is daily supply. Daily supply we're forming to. Okay, we're near a high on the 5-minute, so you got to expect some type of push or pulled in selling pressure depending on how much volume is actually going to be pumped in. Okay. Look at how choppy this is. Okay, look at gold, guys. Look at gold. Okay, gold is still in a bullish pathway for this overall one we looked at before. Okay, you can see it's getting a little bit of top wick, but 1755 it's getting hit again. Okay, so you can see it's looking very, very bullish, guys. All right, look at US 30. Guys, yeah, if some of this stuff is not blurry, okay, it might be on the device, but guys, we got to use lag. Okay, we got to change our latency speed to avoid, like I said, a huge delay. Okay, there is sometimes we're getting up to 30 seconds. All right, but like I said, we're looking at doing some other things with our members once everyone can get on the same page. So, okay. 2 minutes left here. You can see, guys, there's not much volume at all. It's kind of chop. All right, I wouldn't be entering in here just yet. I'm still waiting myself personally. Okay, so I'm not liking this. Not much push. Okay, what I'm liking though is gold. Okay, I'm liking gold. All right, you can see how gold had that continuation. Remember, it held above the 9 and it's starting to walk. Okay, starting to walk. 1753. Okay. Look at gold, guys, continuing bullish. Okay, look at gold. All right. Currently running 22 pips, right? And it's starting to break out. Look at gold, guys. Look at gold. There we go. Okay. Out of the demand zone. As soon as I set in here, get the F out of the trade. Okay. Breaking above the hourly, sorry, the 4-hour uptrend, held support. Okay. I don't know what else you guys want me to say. All right. All right. Look at that trade right there. 1753. 1757. Okay. It's been on there the whole time. Didn't even come down and touch stop loss, right? If you guys got in, Victoria probably been paid for another vacation. You know what I mean? So there we go. Look at the top wick, guys. Look at the top wick. Okay, keep this in mind. And guys, if you're wondering about trades or like screenshots or anything like that, we do have a free Telegram group that's pinned in the group chat of this chat right now. So if you want to just join up, like I said, we dropped some free stuff in there, some trade ideas and stuff like that. We had a Bitcoin one launched this weekend. So there's a bunch of different things that we're doing, okay? So look, guys, you can see now that it's holding here at exactly 1757.76. Okay, look for some little bit of this top wick. Look for some push down. Look like it could be forming some kind of a structural pattern, like a double top forming, or maybe something like that. But we need to wait and see how these next couple candles are going to form. Okay, all right. Guys, this is live. Okay, 700 people. I'm going to post a video to the actual my Instagram. Oh, guys, look at this. Look at this shit. Okay, sorry. Bank holidays. All right. Look at this, guys. Look at this pump on gold. Okay, we haven't even looked at US 30. Gold is way better. Look, US 30 starting to sell off, guys. Okay, so it's starting to break below that 4-hour uptrend, 34,714. Okay, let's see if it's going to have a continuation. Okay, let's wait and see the next little. Remember, this is still 935, 945, guys, is where you can look. Okay, let's go back on gold. I don't want to miss this gold stuff here. Look at gold, guys, pumping, guys. Look at this. Guys, don't go short just yet, for real. Like, just wait a second here. You know what I mean? Eventually, you could have a pullback, but gold is still very bullish. Okay, gold is still very bullish. All right. So I'm telling you, don't sell just yet, guys. It's pumping right now. Gold is pumping. Okay. Okay, 250, guys. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, so now you can see there's a lot of top wick being pushed down here. Okay, so guys, if you're in this gold trade, start to secure maybe 80%, 70% of it. You know what I mean? Let it roll. Okay, you can see nice top wick. They're pushing it down. Okay, did it make it all above 1769? Sorry, 1759. Okay, now they're starting to close below 1757. All right. I wouldn't enter any kind of gold right now just yet, guys. It's still at a key area. Wait for the next candle to open. Okay. If you were in from down here, like I said, you're gravy. But now it's a FOMO buy. If it's starting to really turn bearish here, like I said, you can look for the same sort of situation that happened on gold. Okay, in previous structure. So if it starts to sell off, guys, look for it to come back down and touch the 200. Okay. Keep this in mind, guys. All right. US 30 is trying to break down. You can see it's still holding above the downtrend on the daily. It's still holding above it, guys. Okay, so they didn't break it above. This is why I was mentioning to you it's only 9:35. Wait until 10-15 minutes here. Okay, give it a little bit of time to see how this trade's going to happen. 10-15 minutes is always important after. Okay, and it's important to just, like I said, have patience. Have patience. Okay, let's take a look at NASDAQ real quick. We didn't change it, but look at NASDAQ. Okay, indecision, kind of closed candle, pushed up, and now it's selling off here. Indices are not good today. Okay, I'm not going to even look at NASDAQ. I want to see gold what's happening. Okay, because I know a lot of people are probably in gold. All right. Okay, so there's about a minute left here, guys. You can see they're closing below 1757.76. Nice little potential grab here. Maybe FOMO buyers getting people locked in here, and they baiting you. Okay, and then they might drop it, selling off. Okay. Let's see if we can get a continuation, guys. 43 seconds left here. Okay. Okay, 35 seconds left. Did it not get pinned today, guys? Oh, it did not get pinned today. Shit, sorry. 1 second, I'll pin the free Telegram group for you guys. sorry about that. I thought it was definitely pinned. My bad. Okay, guys, I'm dropping the free Telegram link. Okay. Guys, in about a few months' time, we're moving off Telegram. Okay, and we're developing our own app. All right. So if you guys see any kind of groups out there, just be aware it won't be us come the future. We'll be off completely everything, and we'll make public notice of that as well. So you're going to get app notifications for trade ideas sent to your phone popped up as SST. So it's going to be pretty cool, guys. All right. Okay, so now you can see they actually closed it above here, and they're holding support right now at 1756. Little bit of indecision now forming. Okay, you can start to see. If we really dive into this, guys, you can see that they're pushing down. Okay, sellers took control. They opened it above. Okay, they're trying to hold good support around roughly 1757.85, 0.75 area, and you can see by the indecision, it's a battle right now. Okay, there's not much volume, not liquidity. Trust me when I say just because of the holidays, but if they hold here, guys, they can start walking back up, at least holding and filling this wick. Okay. If not, it's going to start to sell back off and retrace and come back down into this area right here, looking at the 200. Okay. Okay, so gold is starting to open up a little bearish. The sellers are starting to come in. Okay, starting to come in here. You can see now that you want to make sure, guys, if you're in this, you're securing some of the pips, at least 10, 15. Okay. Look at US 30, guys. Look at what US 30 is doing. Okay, so 945, guys, we'll look at something around here. You can see it's been in both positions. It's had push to the top, rejected, push to the top, rejected. Okay, sold off, push back up, right? This is why you just stay away from indices for the first 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, this is why right here you would have got burned, and like I said, it is a holiday, so you obviously want to be extra careful. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, just keep that in mind. Okay, so back on gold. You can see now they're trying to push it down here, but there's still a lot of buying momentum there. They're flipping switch here. Okay. And guys, really at this point, if you're looking at buying, okay, I wouldn't be like, personally, I wouldn't. If it does fly in a buy, like, it is what it is. Okay. But imagine if you bought at the high, okay, and then it reversed and it starts to tank. Okay, that's the thing that you just need to wait for. You can see there's not much volume here. They're trying to push it up, but they're having key resistance here. Okay, you can see that it's starting to form roughly at this area. There's a lot of sellers coming in here. Okay, but now gold is really having a bullish day so far. Honestly, it is. You can see now they're little bottom wick, and now the volume is starting to pump up. If it starts to fill this wick, guys, and break 1759.6, and even higher, rough, I said 1760 will have a key area, 1759, 1760 area. Okay, if it gets to there, guys, you can expect some kind of retracement. I'm seeing it now happen a little bit because of this previous top wick, but again, there's still a lot of buying, a lot of push. All right, it's really hard to analyze gold, honestly, because there's so many different top wicks. If people don't think gold trends, you know what I mean, they're completely wrong. All right, keep this in mind. Gold does trend. You just got to be at certain pivot points. You got to know market demand, market structure, and that's why having this daily demand drawn is so key for us, because as soon as it dipped down in there, like I said, risky trade from the continuation. Okay, now we got in that bullish engulfing candlestick, guys. Right here is your bullish engulfing candlestick. All right, okay, bounced off, completely engulfed this previous candle, and now it's just starting that overall uptrend. As soon as I saw this right here, right above 1753 was the overall 4-hour uptrend. Put in an entry, okay, ride it up. Okay, look at US 30 still doing donkey, man, nothing. US 30 has let us down today. Okay, next candle is 945. Look at NASDAQ, guys, starting to prime up, starting to pump. Okay, no idea why NASDAQ is doing this. If there's people in there who have any other insights, like I said on the group chat, you can drop it, and just be aware of that. Okay, US shit. Look at the DXY, guys. Remember how far it came up, sold off? We had a nice little retracement here, double bottom, and now it's selling off here. Okay, selling off. Look at DXY, guys. This is the US dollar just completely tanking. This is why gold is pumping. Okay, you look at gold here, starting to push, and remember, starting to fill that previous wick. Okay, fill that previous wick. It's starting to come there right now. You can start to see it's opening up completely parallel right there. Next candle, open up bearish. Okay, it's trying to hold against this previous structure right here, which is roughly 1758.50, and now you're getting that complete sell-off here. Okay, so remember how I was saying, as soon as it starts to get in this area, very key, 1759, 1760, heavy selling pressure coming in. You know what I mean? Previously, and then even previous structure right here. Now look at it, guys. Look at gold. Okay, here's your pullback. Okay, 4 minutes left here, guys. All right, let me just move this over here. What do you guys want me to stay on? Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys in the group here. Okay, because it's a holiday, like I said, I don't mind doing. I usually focus on what our guys want. What do you guys want me to focus on? US 30, Nasdaq, or sorry, not US 30 or gold. What do you guys want me to focus on? Okay, I'm telling you right now, gold is starting to retrace. Gold is pulling back here. That's a bearish engulfing candlestick. Currently, there's still almost 4 minutes left. But you need to understand, this candle is completely engulfing this candle right here. Okay, so just understand this. All right, if you're in this buy, start to secure some of your partials. It can still continue bullish. All right, but you need to understand that it's having a short-term pullback. So this is why I wanted you up in this area to look at securing some of the partials as soon as you started seeing these top wicks here. Okay. Okay, you can see how it's starting to sell off here. Okay, 3 minutes left, just watching the monitors here. Okay. Okay, key rejection here. Okay, so we're going to stay with gold, guys. A lot of people like gold. Obviously, US 30, you can see it's kind of garbage moving here. You can see it's starting to pump up. It did actually hit TP. This is 945. Okay, then it's starting to sell off here. We're going to see if it's going to hold support and start to walk its way up. That's a huge bullish candlestick. Okay, and if you understand on US 30, just let me kind of just finish this for a second. US 30 has had a nice pressure on this double bottom down here. I wish we were trading it. I wish I got sidetracked, guys, and then we missed all this action right here. For real, missed all of this action right here. Okay, if we were focused, we would have caught all this. All right, market would have just denied us right here. Liquidity grab. Now you're starting to see a nice little pump on Nasdaq. Okay, and it's on the 15-minute. Okay, we'll go back to gold because I know there's a lot of gold diggers in here. All right, look at gold, guys. Remember, I'm telling you, scale out. Okay, scale out for real. Okay, if it starts to really continue, remember on higher time frames. Okay, look at higher time frames, guys. Gold is selling. NFP, guys, it tried to push up and sold off. There's a lot of sellers here. I wanted to show you that one NFP candle here. Usually I can get filled, but like I said, today's bank holiday, not much liquidity, not much push. They're trying to, okay? They're trying to. Okay, guys, if we're good, like I said, if you guys want me to keep going, like I said, it's like almost 10 o'clock now. I'm on a holiday here. Okay, if you guys want me to keep going, you know what I mean, smash those likes. There's almost 700 people here, right? And I'll keep going, all right? Okay, so there's 30 seconds left here, guys. You can see heavy rejection here, okay? Heavy rejection. All right, and guys, trading on bank holidays isn't easy. I would love to see, some people who like to talk, to try to trade live on this kind of stuff in our group chat. You know what I mean? It's just hard because, like I said, you got to wait for the nice confirmation. Okay, you just need to wait and be patient with this, guys. If you're jumping the guns on this kind of stuff, it's gonna destroy you. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so now I'm waiting in this area right here. You can see it starting to come around the 200, completely retraced. Okay, in terms of breaking through here, you can see it pushed and then it pulled. Okay, pushed, then it pulled. Now we're having a key area right here where if it's gonna hold. Okay, we already had one pathway, it was nice. This is the next one. All right, it's approaching key area. So see how it's selling off here? What can happen? It can start to bounce. Okay, if it does not bounce from this area, okay, what's going to happen is it's going to start to continue, come down in this area below the 200, and then you're going to start to getting a sell roughly around the 4-hour higher time frame bullish continuation trend. Okay, so we're going to wait and see. 1755, if it starts to break below there, right here, price flags. Okay, that can be a continuation sell starting to walk down. Okay. Okay, I can go to 1030, guys, depending on, let's see what we got here. Okay, 376, that's not bad. Okay, 1755, guys, remember, it starts to break below here, it's going to have a retest and continuation. All right, guys, I really like, I want to like, I'm telling you this right now. Okay, I want to apologize, okay, to you, because like I said, I'm not here to waste my time either. I trade US 30 daily. Okay, this double bottom right here, we could have banked so hard. Okay, I apologize to you guys for missing this trade, because I swear to God, no one would have talked after this trade. We were looking at this on the 5-minute, and then I got heavily distracted. Okay, so I apologize about that. Come back tomorrow, and you'll see the continuation trades that we're gonna get. All right, bank holiday or not, look at the US 30 now, guys, starting to pump. Okay, starting to pump. Oh yeah, guys. So today, I did not trade at 6. Okay, I slept in a little bit. It was a little bit of a it was a holiday, right? So we started at 8, and like I said, I'll continuation going a little bit longer. But tomorrow, guys, there is 6 until 10. Okay, continuous. All right. Okay, so look at US 30, guys. See how it's getting held above 34,772. Okay, having a nice continuation here. All right. So now look, guys, it's getting top wick. If you guys started to look to enter the US 30, remember, it's pretty high up on here. There's not much liquidity. Okay, this is the 940, 950 candle here. Okay, so 945. If you started to look to trade, this is what you're getting. All right. Look at this, guys, having a continuation. Okay, 1 minute and 47 seconds left. Look at this pump, guys. Guys, if you want like pairs and stuff like that, we do that in our group. If you understand that, we really only trade live gold, US 30, NASDAQ. Okay, but like I said, when things start to pick up a little bit more and we're streaming more often, for our guys and stuff like that, we give pair group alerts all the time, guys. So look at US 30. Look at US 30, guys, continuing above 34,772. See what happens if you wait till 945, push, hold a continuation, now you're walking it up. All right. Look at this, guys, starting to be huge. Okay, look at this. Look at US 30, guys. That's why you wait 10-15 minutes here. All right, look at this candle. Patience, guys, patience pays off. I hope you guys understand, patience pays off here. Okay, and it held, guys. Like, this is, I want you guys to understand something here. I have no desire to waste your time. Neither does Ron. Trust me. We're busy. Our group is booming. Okay. Look at this hour downtrend here. Okay. I can't make this up. Watch the video again. It broke, retested it, held. Okay, this is why you don't enter in 935. It would have head faked you out. Grab liquidity and touch the 200, held back up this hourly downtrend, and now you have this skyrocket bullish candle holding support at 34,772 and having a continuation here, guys. Look at this. It's coming up to the daily supply zone. Look at this. Okay, you can expect some kind of retracement now. Okay, that's the next resistance right there. Okay, look at how it's pushing up, guys. Look at this trade. This is why you wait. All right. Okay, so now keep this in mind, guys. What this goes up, it doesn't always run forever. Okay, so we're going to look for some kind of pullback here on US 30, unless this thing just really wants to ramp up and go in the daily supply for continuation. Look at this, guys. This is 15-minute. Okay, exact point, 34,772, bounced right off there, skyrocketed up. Okay, you can see now, guys, that we're having some key, like if I were to drag this over on the 15-minute, look at where we're at. All right, see key resistance right here. Okay, rejected 34886, tried to make it up there, so we are battling higher time frame resistance. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's check out gold here for a sec, guys. I wanted to see what's going on with US 30. Okay, here's your retest. Okay, remember what I was mentioning to you. This is the pathway right here. I had it drawn. Here's your green. Okay, bounce, held support here. We're going to see if it's going to hold true support and start to walk back up. Okay, green pathway. All right, I just want to move this over. I want to see how this moving average is looking right now. You can see also, guys, the 9 EMA is acting as support, selling off. They tried to break it. A lot of area right here, resistance in this previous wick. Okay, 1756.17, support now, and support on the 2 moving averages, and now you're seeing you're walking your way up here. So guys, if this is going to continue, like I said, you're going to have a continuation. It's going to start to sell off here. You know what I mean? You're going to start to break below these averages and start to follow this pathway, but it's got to start to break here, right around in this area right here. Okay, very key area. All right. Okay, smirked and smiled, dude. That's huge, man. Double, tripled your count. Doesn't matter if it's demo, man. For real, well, it does. Like demo is a lot different from paper, or I mean from real. So just keep that in mind. A lot of psychological stuff comes into play, you know. So okay, so look at gold now. You can see it's starting in that top wick. Okay, we got to wait and see here because it's getting rejected at that 1757 mark. Okay. Okay, so let's check out US 30 real quick. Look at US 30, guys. Here's your continuation. Go back and watch the video. I'll timestamp this and put it up there. Okay. Sonny, I agree with you. You don't want to triple account. It's really hard to do in a short period of time. It's a little bit maybe over risked. You know what I mean? So I feel you on that one. But you know what I mean? Some people, they need that little confidence at the beginning, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you can remember when you first started, you're probably hammering. I was hammering high lots and just thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy." But then when you go real money, it's a lot different. You got to realize you have to practice proper risk. Okay, so and this is why even patience, having patience, is probably one of the best risk practices you can ever do, because jumping the gun is one of the most commonly said things that we get from our guys when they tell us that they've come from other people. They just jumping the gun, jumping the gun, jumping the gun. Okay. Okay, you can see on US 30 starting to have a continuation here, guys. guys. Okay, so just like gold, remember how we had that, if you were watching this trade, okay, gold dipped into a daily demand zone. Okay, it was labeled right here. Go back and watch the video. Okay, labeled into a daily demand. That's what started this continuation push. Okay, so just like US 30, look at where it's approaching. It's now approaching a daily supply zone. Okay, if this thing really goes bullish, like I said, I don't know how long it's going to go in here for, or how long it might even have a continuation. It's been up here, the last time was October 7th. Okay, so what we need to do is now go back over in the structure. We know where it is. You can see with the price line right here. Okay, next key resistance we have is what's good previous support right here. Okay, so you can see it pushed up right around this area right here, 34,409. Okay, there we go. Key area right now, and I think they're actually trying to get through it. Okay, and they also have okay, perfect. Look at US 30, guys. Okay, still moving. Oh, sorry. Okay, so look, guys, now we're approaching those key areas. Okay, that trade is actually, it just hit roughly 34,900. Okay, so from this area we waited 15 minutes. Okay, bouncing off, had a continuation. 15 minutes would have been 9:45 right there. Okay, all right, and now you can see that bullish engulfing the bullish volume based candle is just ignited. Okay, but now key areas that we're in, very key areas. Okay, you got to keep this in mind. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, okay, you can see that price is starting to get rejected here. So if it starts to sell off, price, this pathway is coming here and it's going to start to potentially fall like this. Okay, if it doesn't, and for some reason this continues bullish here, it's got to break above here, have a continuation 34,900, retest, and start to walk its way up like this. Okay, that's if it's going to go green. Okay, starting to push in this area, retesting, and then start walking its way up. Okay, you're not buying now. Okay, if you are, like I said, you're buying at the high, and it's very dangerous. All right. Okay, now you got to remember that in terms of selling pressure, you're coming into this zone. So keep in mind that it can start to break anywhere around this area. This is not exact, okay? But anywhere in this demand area, sorry, supply area, we got to remember that we can have some sort of retracement for a pullback, okay? Okay, so it's still walking up, guys, still following this pathway, all right? Let's check out what gold is doing. Gold is starting to bounce again, guys, okay? Gold is starting to bounce again. Held good support, held above the 9, and now you're walking up again. So both US 30 and gold are bullish. Look at the DXY, guys, okay? I want to show you something here too. It broke below the 200, okay? It's heavy falling away from the 9. Look at this. Tried to retest it and break above, held retest, and then had a continuation. This is why when we draw this stuff and you're like, what is this? What is this stuff? Retest, continuations. It's got to start breaking this wick right here, okay, to continue that lower high and lower low. All right. Okay, US 30, crazy. Okay, guys, let me check some of these comments here. I know people might have some questions. Okay, so let's check out gold again. Look at gold, guys, starting to walk up here. Okay, have a retest, continuation. So remember, guys, it did not make it above here once before. So now we got to assume that this could form maybe a double top or a continuation breaking through. It's very bullish, guys. Gold is very bullish. Okay. Okay, so it followed this pathway right here, exactly like this. It's exactly what it did, okay? And guys, like I said, there's some people who understand the channel, there's some people who don't, right? Give it a chance, right? If you're still new, like I said, we have no desire to waste people's time. And like I said, today was a bank holiday, so a little different trading, but it moved really well considering. Like US 30 really broke, okay? Really broke out. All right. Gold did too, had a nice little push. All right, new candles opening up on gold, guys. There is 4 minutes and 53 seconds left. You can see how it's starting to flicker bearish right now. It's opening up bearish, getting a bottom wick. We're going to see if it's going to have a continuation. All right. Oh, okay, guys, let me see this. Amalamo, absolutely, man. I've had bad days too, for real. I post the profits when we lose in the group on Friday. Like I said, I exited a trade and loss. It happens. There's no reason like that. That's why I said today at the beginning of the call, go back and watch. Use smaller lot sizes. Do not risk all your account, your normal sizes. Okay? There's no need to do it today. All right? Mondays tend to be head fake days. Not a lot of people trade them anyways, depending on news. Right? There's no news today, and it's a bank holiday. So you got to remember that. All right? Be very cautious. Use smaller lot sizes. Okay? Okay, so it's 10:06. 400 likes, not bad. 8 dislikes, guys. For real, the 8 dislikes. All right. If you guys want, and you're still on the channel, some people they do. I know they still stick around. If you guys have like input or whatever it is of how to make the channel better, let me know. If there's something that we're not doing that maybe will confuse you, send us a message on our Instagram. You know what I mean? Our basically all our social media channels right here, guys. You can see. Sorry, this is not loaded yet. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram. Okay, if you want to check it out like that, send us a message there. Give us some feedback. Let me know what you like, guys. If you tag anything, if you tag us, like I said, we'll repost you, shouting out the channel and stuff like that. So feedback is all welcome, guys. Okay, so let's check out US 30 now, guys. US 30 is still very bullish here. Look at this. Okay. Okay, so look, guys, you can see now this wick is not getting to touch this previous wick. All right, so we got to keep that in mind. It's starting to decrease in volume. There's still a lot of opportunity there, but you can see the volume of the wicks is not coming up and testing. What I mean by this, if you really want to dive in on it, okay, you can see this previous wick is it's not touching 34,917. Okay, it's getting pushed down. All right, so this is why the selling pressure could start to form. I'm only really looking for a real big sell-off here if it starts to come down and break below this previous wick right here. Okay. The reason why I'm choosing this one, like I said, because it's had nice support forming. It's going to start to fill this big bullish candlestick. But what always comes up must not always come down. It's said like that. But like I said, the only reason why I'm saying it's iffy is because of the holiday. It still could continue. And then, like I said, it might start working its way up in this area right here, then having the potential sell. Okay. Okay, so let's go back on gold here. So anywhere, guys, like I said, below this area right here, if it's going to start to sell, okay, it's got to break. All right, retest. Oh, guys, that was an ugly one. Sorry, my bad. Okay, it's got to come down, break, start retesting these candles right here, and then starting to sell. Okay, now you can see it's starting. That's a drastic drop. You got to see where the 200 is. Okay, we're far away from it, so we know we got to start pulling back. Okay. All right, you can see it's starting to curl up here, all right, but it's fighting a lot of selling pressure now coming in, being in this daily demand at 34,900, which is almost a psychological number. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. Okay, let's check out gold. People are starting to say double top. Yep, we have a double top potentially forming here, but you just want to wait until you start to get this neckline here. There's a bottom wick which is adding us the 200, so it would just continuously be this pathway right here. Okay, you see what I'm saying? This drop roughly right around, if you want, look, 1755. It's actually breaking below the 200, so it'll give you a little bit better of a possible risk, because what could happen if you start slicing sells right here, it could sell for sure, but it could start to get holding support at the 9 EMA and the 200 down here below in this area right here. Okay, you understand that it would have already started to break through here, so we know that they're starting to cross moving averages, okay, leading into a sell. But remember also, we had a lot of liquidity grab coming from this bullish engulfing candlestick here. Okay, pull back, and now we're starting to retest up again. Okay, so like I said, it's up to you the way you guys like doing this. Okay, but for me, selling before, like I said, it starts to break these averages and all this support, it can be, like I said, detrimental depending on your lot size and how you use it. Okay, so let's check out the DXY here. Still very bearish. Remember how we drew this bottom wick right here? It's starting to really break now. Okay, let's see if it's going to start to continue and touch this next area right here. If that's the case, see how it's breaking, guys? Look at gold starting to pump. All right, let's see if it can start to break and touch 1759, 1760 area. Okay. Okay, look at gold. It's still very bullish, guys. Okay, let's check out US 30. For all you people who think US 30 is still going to dump, guys, like I'm telling you right now, it's bullish trends have a hard time really having a pullback. It's still getting a lot of resistance here, but you just got to wait for see what these wicks are going to do. Okay, you can see heavy resistance 34,900, 34,915 area starting to close below. Okay, 34849. All right. Okay, top wicks. Now we have 3 top wicks, guys. Things happen in threes. Remember this, okay? Look for it to start coming down here. 3, 4. Yeah, guys, we'll put... Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, so 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. You can still see that it's a lot of top wick. I just want to see how this next couple candle close. This one candle. I'll flip the gold for 1 second here. Remember I told you guys, all your sellers that think you know it's just going to quickly dump and reverse. It's starting to push back up in this potentially form that double top. It is getting rejected at 1759.60, but overall area target is 1760 area. At 1760.50. 1760's target, and then you have a next area 1761. Obviously, we'll keep walking our way up here, okay? Okay, so target 1760, right up in this area. Okay. Okay, so do you guys see how the pullbacks are happening in key areas right here? I want to show you this. It's pretty, the chart's a little bit messed up right now, but I want you to show you something. Okay, see how every time it dipped in here before it sold off? Okay, selling, push, sell, push, sell. Okay, now since it's broke above the 200, okay, and now it's holding above the 9, it's pushing and it's holding support, pushing, holding support, pushing, holding support, now walking up to 1760. Okay, so that's why I drew this neutral, okay, because I wanted to see if it was going to hold as supply or if it's going to start focusing on demand. Okay, 1760, guys, it just hit it right there. 1760 just tapped. Okay, so congratulations, guys. If you got in from 1753 to 1760, you're up maybe 55 plus pips. Okay, keep this in mind. All right. Okay, guys, if it really pumps here, you guys understand this thing could really pop off. Okay, it could. This trade is looking very bullish here, guys, like very, very bullish. This is where it's at right now. It's way above even our TP that we had. Okay, it's starting to break above. All right, overall target, if it's going to continue, guys, 1761. 1761 could be the next area, which is that top of that peak, and if it starts to really blast through, guys, it's going to have a nice continuation push. Here's the open candle, the next. Okay, it all started from this bullish engulfing candle bouncing in the demand zone right here. Okay, right down here. This is what we're working in. Okay, followed this pathway here. Okay, now we're getting a little bit of sell off here. It's just like this area. Don't worry. Push, pull, push, pull. Okay, bouncing at 1759.6. You can see from this bottom wick. We're going to wait and see if it's at least going to touch 1761. Okay, then have a potential sell off here. Let's see what it's looking like on the RSI here. Okay. Okay, you can see it's very high. It's forming a little bit of divergence here. Okay, you can see price is starting to go down. Okay, price is starting to go up. Okay, so this is catching all the FOMO buyers here. Okay, just be careful right now, guys, if you're starting to buy. Okay, for real, I wouldn't be buying right now. I would watch. I was saying that right up here. Okay, here and here was probably the best area in terms of this pullback. Okay, which had a continuation. All right. There's no, I would not say a chance to get him for a buy, guys, but if it starts to retrace in terms of a sell pullback, we can look at that. It's very dangerous. Okay, but just keep this in mind. One thing, guys, if you're in anywhere down here, okay, listen to me. If you're in anywhere down in this area, say you got in 17 below 1757, below 1757, if you got in anywhere here, move your stop loss to break even. Okay. Okay, so guys, remember 1757 here. If you're in this area, move your stop loss to break even. Gold has been bullish for quite some time. Okay, we're reacting based on the candles, guys. You react on direction. You got to focus on the candles. Okay, when I say that it starts to potentially sell off here, it's because there's this bottom sell. Okay, and then liquidity pumps it back up. All right, overall, you can see it's bouncing. And if you're just new to this channel and you're still new to the way it's done, there's a 4-hour uptrend right here. That was the entry, 1753. So if I didn't think it was bullish, okay, I wouldn't have put it there. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Push, pull, push, pull. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, so when I start to say that I'm changing my opinion on whether it's going to be a pullback or a retracement, it's because I'm looking for this type of thing right here. Okay, I don't want people buying and then having a dip and then they go back down and have to wait 10, 15, 20 minutes potentially to reverse and have a higher high. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, 2 minutes left here. We're going to see how this is going to close. Let's check out US 30 1 second really quickly. Continuing bullish here, starting to fill past these top wicks here. Let's see if we're going to have a continuation. All right. It's a lot, guys. They're really trying to push it down, and you can see by all these top wicks here. Okay, there's a lot of push, a lot of buyers. Okay, but now, like I said, you just got to see very obviously it's in front of you that there are sellers in this area because it is a daily supply zone. Okay, check with the DXY again. It's still starting to, it started to break. Okay, it made it down to this next leg. Okay, 94.104, and now they're starting to push it back up and hold this previous bottom wick, which is 94.121. Okay, okay, so there's US 30 still trying to pump up, and here's gold. Okay, 1760, guys, you can see where it is. Nice supply area right here coming in. Okay, every time it's made it into 1760, 1761 area, it's sold off. Okay, so we got to remember this. All right, why I'm saying this, and I haven't drawn it yet because I just wanted you to see this. Okay, key areas like this, it's really messy right now. I'm not going to keep it on there, but every time it's made in that, selling off. Okay, selling off, selling off, and selling off. It's just the chart is like really like crowded right now. I don't want to be adding on anything else. But the reason why this yellow right here, we can change it to red if you want. I was using that as supply. Okay, so that's my bad. We'll change it to red, and that way you can use that and you can see. Okay. Okay, so there's 20 seconds left. All right. It's getting a bottom wick, as you can see. It's getting a bottom wick to sell. All right. Okay, 1760 now. Supply, a lot of area. Okay, and remember, I don't know if if you were on the channel or not. I don't know who stayed on. Okay, but that little pullback, guys, was the divergence that was spotting here. You see how it's starting to move up? Okay, all right, starting to move to the upside, and the price then is starting to go to the downside here. Okay, that's why you're getting that little dip pullback. Okay, similar to what happened here. Price can still continue. It's not an issue. It's just having a cool off period before making its next move. Okay, so, and that's the new candle that opened up. All right, key supply oversold. Sorry, a little bit of divergence. All right, price is starting to make its way down. You could assume that it's looking at getting into potential sells, but price itself is still pumping up. Okay, that's why you don't rely on indicators and everything alone. You look for support and resistance, and you watch price, supply, demand, and you make your calls based on that. Okay, that's how I've been doing it, and like I said, it's not too bad. But the only time you get head faked out is when you have those big continuation pushes at like news folders, you know what I mean, different things like that, which really can have no regard for anybody. Okay, so there's US 30, guys. Look at what US 30 made it to, all the way to 34,937. So for all the sellers that started hammering sells here, this is why I told you wait until 348,849. You're getting in a nice little early entry here if it sells. If it sells. Okay, this thing can continue and start walking it up. It doesn't matter. You have to watch price. There's still a lot of bullish momentum right here. The next candle opened up and pushed up, so it continued that higher high, but now you can see it's actually getting a little bit of a top wick and getting rejected here. Okay, if this starts forming into, you know what I mean, like a hanging man, something like that, that will indicate potentially that price is starting to reverse. Okay, and then you can start to get that sell-off coming down, touching the 2, breaking through the 9, and then if we can get a continuation. All right. Okay, so 3 minutes left here, guys. Okay, so there's gold again. Okay, you see how it's getting rejected there? All right, guys. Okay, so I'm just looking at some of the questions here. Okay, so me personally, when we're trading this, okay, you need to watch price flags. Okay, I'm telling you key areas that price will continue. The trade was down here. We are in a continuation. All right, this was an area that you could have entered right again. Okay, right above the 200. Like I said, the pullback, retest, and a continuation. All right, we're not here when to tell you to buy and sell. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you about this. We're not here to tell you that. Okay, price flags are key for entries. These are take profits. Okay, you need to keep this in mind. If you're new, just watch the channel for a bit. Understand that. Okay, we want you guys, like I said, if you like our stuff, then you know what I mean, you roll with that. But everyone has their own little different ways of entering things. Like you guys could have been entering right on this bounce right here, okay? Or you could have been entering on here. This was the more confirmed one simply because it was above the 200 and broke above the 9, all right? So you would have had an entry here and an entry here. Just because I didn't say that doesn't mean that I need to be there, like I said, right beside you, telling you to do this, right? By the charting itself, if you understand support and resistance and continuation, you can understand how to do this. Okay, in the mentorship group, guys, yes, we do tell you those types of things. We give trade ideas, this and that, but I'm not doing that on live. Okay, so look at this now, guys. 1 minute and 14 seconds left. Okay, and then we're getting rejected right here. Okay, right at that supply. If you want to short gold now, guys, I'm going to start answering some questions here, okay? If you guys want to short gold now, absolutely, you can short gold, okay? Me personally, I'm not going to short gold, okay? I'm only going to short gold if it starts to get down in this area right down here, because gold is still very bullish. I know that it's at a key supply. If you want to start hammering some sells here, absolutely. You know what I mean? But that's not me what I'm telling you to do that, guys. Okay, so I'm still waiting to see if price is still going to make it up to that psychological 1761, okay, before making a retracement here. I just want to see it, guys, because it's still holding good support at this previous resistance. Once it starts to break here and starts to test this 9 and starts to sell off, absolutely, then I'll be looking for sure. Okay. All right. So let's check out US 30, guys. Look at US 30 here. There we go. Still continuing. Remember, now you're having this indecision here. Okay, so for all the guys saying they're selling down here, I just want you to be aware that just because you think it's instantly in that supply, price can still burn you. All right, and this is a good thing for you to see. Okay, they gapped it up, and now they're at that 34,937 mark. Okay, so it's very key right here that it's either going to get held or it's going to start to retrace. Okay, do you see what I mean? This is why you just wait. You wait for these candles, because I want to see a bullish engulfing candlestick. I want to sorry, a bearish engulfing candlestick. I want to start seeing some hanging man, some hammers. You know what I mean? Before I'm looking for any kind of pullback retracement. If not, guys, US 30 trends really, really hard. Okay, so just keep that in mind. There's 4 minutes and roughly 25 seconds there, and you're good to go. Okay. Okay, if you guys were watching at some of the call, if you understand, like from down here, 34,772, guys, that trade is up almost 150 pips. Okay, 150 pips. All right. So I said wait 15 minutes, and it's looking good, guys. Let's check out gold here. Finish it off. Okay, look at gold now. It's kind of sideways trading. It's kind of pushing, pulling, pushing. The next area, what you want to do, honestly, with this, I'm going to erase this, okay? And I'm going to draw this for 1 second here. You can see as soon as I draw that, it's resistance right here, but now it's acting as support, okay? Trap and gap this, waiting for the next consolidative area breakout, all right? Okay, so wait and see if this is going to start breaking out. Okay, this is a continuation trap. All right, so if price starts to continue, like I said here, you can have a continuation. Okay, that's if it's going bullish. All right, you guys got to understand here, if it's starting to break below 1759, it's going to start coming, hitting this 9 and hitting that support, and then we can see if it's going to actually have that overall sell-off that would have been right up here. Okay, so you know what I mean? You just start to move it up. 1759 starts to break 9, breaks previous resistance, which would try to hold support here, and then we're going to see if we're going to walk our way down here. Okay. Okay, so see, it's just bouncing around here, guys. I'm going to stay for 5 more minutes. Okay, just going to stay for 5 more minutes, and then, like I said, members, we're doing a Tokyo session tonight, which will be recorded and uploaded for you guys. Okay, we'll send it, and then tomorrow, guys, back at it, 6 a.m. Okay. Let's see US 30 now. Now we're getting that little rejection here. Okay, a little bit of resistance here. Okay, little bottom wick. You can still see though they tried to push it up, a little bit of consolidative pressure. Now they're getting rejected at the high, 34940. Okay, starting to continue bearish. All right. Look at gold starting to flip switch. You see a bottom wick here. Just wait. It's got to start to break above here, guys. It's going to continue. The overall target is at 1760. All right. Okay, guys, so just one quick second here. I didn't do this all call. Give me a sec. If you guys are interested in joining with us, guys, like I said, we might even have to start limiting it. It's growing very fast, and we want to focus on more like mentorship stuff with our guys. The Zoom calls are booming. Like I said, it's going to be crazy. We have a boot camp coming up, all right? So it's going to be, it's growing fast, okay? So keep this in mind, guys. If you want to join our monthly, like I said, we do 4 Tokyo sessions per night. We do 3 this week. We're doing London sessions, all recorded and will be uploaded to for our members for review. We have a program in the back of the end of the website, 52 weeks. All right, it's like I said, videos, and then we have breakdowns in terms of strategies too. We're uploading, like I said, roughly another 10 to 20, so it's constantly growing. All right, different strategies, basic information, really good for beginners. We do trade ideas per day. We're going to start doing pairs on higher time frames. Okay, so remember, guys, when you do higher time frames, you got to understand that use smaller lot sizes, little raising your stop loss, different things like that. Guys, we obviously have some consulting that's coming to this website. All right, when you trade, you guys gotta understand you got to do your taxes. If not, you guys are gonna wonder why you're even trading in the first place. Like, just being real with you, it's very important to just take care of this. Okay, we're gonna start with North America, and then eventually, if we can start to broaden our horizons, then we're gonna go like that. All right, so but if you want to scroll down even further, guys, I did mention just to check out our social media: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, free Telegram right there. Okay, our broker choice that we like to use, guys, is Fusion Markets. Okay, you can check those out. We do have an Ontario person now for us, so if you do have questions about that, send us a message. But guys, I just want you to join our newsletter. Okay, we're not going to spam you, send you anything like that. What all we're going to do is start sending you some blogs. Okay, give me one second here. So look at gold, guys. It's starting to break out here. Sorry, I do apologize. I was kind of just talking. So it's starting to follow this pathway right here. Okay, you can see that it's right at 1758.43 and starting to sell off here. Okay, so if it really starts to break and sell, like I said, you're just going to be waiting for this downtrend coming into this area again, which once was the overall selling momentum pressure in previously. Okay, all right. Okay, guys, but check it out. Back on the blogs, okay? Multiple buy orders, the US30 is what we do right here. Introduce what it is. Okay, we break it down for you, show you the profit tickets, and then you can lead into the next blog. Okay, we do have one of our webinars here. If you want to check it out, what we do, you can watch the webinar exactly what it is here. Okay, but like I said, guys, for the memberships, if you guys have any questions about this or you want to join, that's our monthly. Like I said, we do have PayPal options too. So when that happens, like I said, you'll hear, if you grab this one, you'll hear a response from us. We'll get you set up and we're good to go. Okay, we obviously have some one-on-ones in case you want to spend some one-on-one time with us, and we can go like that. All right, a lot of people are filling up with this stuff, guys, so we're gonna have to book these in slots. They're filling up actually pretty quick, unfortunately. And for Fusion, guys, like I said, if you guys have any questions about that, click on the link and then take it there. Okay, all right. So guys, just like I said, if you check it out, always make sure to pay it forward. That's why we're streaming live on YouTube, just for you guys for free, just to keep best of both worlds. So eventually what will happen is we'll grow so big that a lot of our stuff that we're doing now will be cut down and we'll be doing strictly for Zoom members. Okay, so guys, if you caught the gold sell here, it's looking pretty nice, but remember, you are fighting the overall trend. It's getting a bottom wick of a bounce right here. Okay, so it is holding pretty nice at 1757.35. Okay, look at US30 now. You're starting to get that little sell-off here. There's a lot of bottom wicks. So see how here, top wicks, guys, and then you have bottom wicks. Okay, so wait for the continuation based on that. But guys, that trade literally was like it ran up here, all right, and then that was the trade. Okay, I'm only looking for selling opportunities down when it starts to get down here. It will obviously eventually, but for right now, like I said, it's still in buying power with a little bit of selling pressure starting to form. Okay, all right. So guys, 1033. All right, it was started off really good, guys. The call was a little bit choppy at the beginning. I was trying to chart and stuff like that. We missed a huge US30 breakout, guys. I do apologize about that, but we caught gold, so it was nice. And then we caught US30 for a continuation. Okay, so guys, tomorrow 6 to 10, I'll be live again, guys. Members, we're going live tonight again, which will be recorded and sent to the group for updates. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, like I said, we are here in terms of, like I said, support, so just send us a message. We'll do our best to answer everything. Like I said, it is a holiday today, so might not be working just as much. All right, we start at 6 now. This week I'm trying it 6 until 10 in the morning. Okay, so it's going to be quite some time. All right, guys, but thank you so much. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. You know what I mean? It was bank holiday, so it was a bit different trading for us, but like I said, we still caught it. It doesn't really change much. So I hope everyone has a good one, and thank you so much, everyone. God bless you, and we'll have a great day tomorrow. Okay. All right, guys. Later.